Our top story, while there's been a lot of talk about vaccination in recent days, now something about a cure for coronavirus. Researchers have discovered that the treatment of COVID-19 infection with a new antiviral drug, Molnupiravir, that they claim completely suppresses the virus transmission within 24 hours. According to the study published in journal Nature Microbiology, the research team from Georgia State University originally discovered that the drug is potent against influenza viruses. It's now being it's in advanced phase 2-3 human trials at multiple centers, and Indian researchers also plan to apply for the drug regulator to conduct trials possibly here in India as well. Well, to talk more about this drug, we're now joined by Dr. Shekhar Simande, Director General CSIR, and Dr. Rachna Kucheria, physician and founder, Doc Genie Telemedicine. Thank you both for joining us. Dr. Rachna, first to you, tell us, it sounds very exciting. What can you tell us about this medicine?
Well, I'm glad you have Dr. Shekhar. I'm waiting to hear from him as well. But thus far, the trials done in ferrets, a kind of a polecat, kind of a weasel family of animals, have been encouraging. And to put it very simply, they put infected ferrets with uninfected ones, and they gave half of them nothing and half of them Molnupiravir. And the ones that got this drug did not get the infection at all after 3 days of living with the infected ferrets. And then there are, further things they looked at, the transmission, how much is available in the mucosa, all of that. And the results have been encouraging. Basis which then the company Merck has started, as you said, a multi-centric trial across many countries, the US, the UK, Brazil, and many others, human trials. So a phase 2, phase 3 trial has been started, which is basically looking for the safety and then, couple of points on the efficacy or what this drug is actually able to do in human beings. So that started in October, and we will have to wait to see what those results show us. So, certainly encouraging, but I would say a bit of a journey away.
All right. So, Dr. Shekhar, all this talk of a game-changer drug being discovered, it's all very preliminary yet. It's right now there's still a long way to go as human trials have just about begun.
Yeah, I think I would agree with her. It's a very exciting lead, and the Nature Microbiology paper is very, very exciting. What it does is basically when the virus enters our body, virus makes several hundreds, thousands, millions of copies of itself, taking our own body machinery. At that stage, the viral genetic material, the RNA, gets replicated. For every viral particle that is made in our body cells, there's an RNA of the virus is made. This particular drug goes and stops that particular process. The replication of the virus is something called RNA-dependent RNA polymerase. It actually inhibits that. Now, it's very exciting. And what she correctly pointed out, that in the ferret model, they have shown that it stops transmission of the virus from one ferret to another. It's very exciting. We'll look forward to the phase 2, phase 3 trial results, what Merck has undertaken. Now, the drug is under patent, and therefore it's not very easily doable here, but we have taken steps that we have contacted a few companies in India, and we are in the very advanced stage of negotiations of whether it can be licensed, and we can do very quickly phase 2, phase 3 in India too on this particular drug.
And what sort of timeline are we looking at, considering, these days timelines are all getting shortened and everybody's, throwing everything at finding vaccines and drugs?
So we will approach DCGI within next 7 days for phase 2, phase 3 clinical trials. That is subject to Merck giving license to this company, which I believe that both of them are in fairly advanced stage of discussions. And this company together with us will approach DCGI for conducting phase 2, phase 3 in India.
All right, and Dr. Rachna, a lot of focus has been on vaccines, so it's nice to hear about drugs that were already in fact being researched. This was for influenza and now are being repurposed for coronavirus.
Certainly, they offer a drug like such as this offers so many advantages if it gets to the goal that we need to get it to, both of safety and that it does what it needs to. Is that it can be taken orally. It's a medication you can take at home. So, if it goes to where we need it to go, it will certainly be a game changer in the course of the pandemic. However, as I said, these are very, very early days. These are antiviral drugs we're looking at. And so there are many nuances. Eventually, we will have to cross a few hurdles. But as I said, the science and the research thus far at this point is exciting.
All right. Well, thank you for talking about this.